All right. Just let me do a sound check real quick. Okay. Okay. Testing, testing. Okay. All right. It seems that I can hear myself, and we are about 3 minutes from kicking this off. So I'm going to give it another 2 minutes, whatever, for everybody to keep filing in, and then we'll get started. Thanks, everybody, for being here. All right, everybody. I guess we're ready to kick this off. So I want to at least stop by real quick, face to face, and say welcome, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the new channel. I'm going to go ahead and turn the cam off so I can take the mask off, and you can all hear me a little bit better. But just wanted to say hello real quick. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for the introduction, for being here for the introduction of my new channel, Cleaving Thought from Bone. I know this is pretty much out of left field for a lot of you people, and I'm sure by the end of this stream, most of you, some of you may think that I did everything on purpose because how well this actually could work out. But I guarantee you, this was none of this was on purpose. But thank you very much, guys, for being here. I'm sure you're all very curious as to what happened, what's going on now, and what the future holds. So why don't we go ahead and start with what happened? We'll go in order. And at the end of this, I'll answer any question you guys might still have. So anyway, in the beginning, I got into, I guess you could say, creepypasta back in 2014 when I graduated with my bachelor's degree, and I had about a month of downtime from college, and I didn't know what to do with all that time that I had spent writing for all my papers. And I was really intrigued by the story of 1999. Kind of had my own little creepy happening that happened with it, and I decided to go ahead and write that story and share it. Now, this wasn't because of a love for creepypastas. This is because I've always enjoyed writing. I've always enjoyed horror. Anybody who knows that, or sorry, knows me, knows that. So, again, I put the story up. I was really terrible at narrating. Had no idea how to adjust mic volume and music volume and edit video and all that stuff. It was pretty bad, but everybody's reception to just the story itself was really great. So I decided to stick with it and keep going with it. Now, back then, I had no idea what I was doing. Mr. Creepypasta, Creeps, these guys were all, yeah, I listened to them. I really loved them. I looked up to them. But I noticed, the videos they do, and I said, you know what? If you're going to do a YouTube channel and narrations, I mean, it's a video forum, so why not add some video to it? So I started going ahead and pulling video from really just about anywhere I could find it and capture it. I really wasn't thinking about copyright laws or anything like that because I wasn't monetized and I never wanted to be monetized. I just wanted to do it for fun. I had a lot of stories to tell and a lot of things to write, and I've never been able to get them out there to anybody to go ahead and read them that might be, interested in them. So after I started getting this feedback, I said, this is great. I have a lot of other things that I could go ahead and write down and share with everybody. And this community, the creepypasta community, might really, really enjoy it. So fast forward about a year or two, I'm also pulling other creepypasta stories from various websites, not necessarily creepypasta, but, Reddit stories, urban legend online stories, any kind of scary stories. And again, I wasn't monetized and I wasn't giving any thought to copyright laws or anything like that. Yes, definitely should have. I also never expected to get up to 20,000 subscribers. When I first started my channel, I said that if I had 50 subscribers, that was enough for me. So definitely got much bigger and more out of control than anything I was prepared for. Anyways, back in, I don't know, late season 1, early season 2, I read a few stories off of urbanlegendsonline.com. Never really had a whole lot of problems with people that, if I read their stories, if I forgot to credit them or I put anonymous because they weren't credited on the page I found it on, they would just go ahead and email me and go ahead and ask me, hey, can you just go ahead and add my name on that or go ahead and add the link? And it was no problem. And if somebody had a video they didn't want up for one reason or another, I would be more than happy to take it down. It was never an issue. I did run into it once or twice, but again, most people were really cool about it and never really had a real big problem. So I go out of town on business this past week, or not week, 2 weeks ago. I go out of town. I fly out of town on Sunday morning, spend the whole day traveling. Monday conferences on the other side of the country for about 14 hours, pass out and get up about 4:30 the following morning and fly all the way home. And I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted by the time I walk in my door and everything. And I sit down to publish, my Tuesday tidbit, and my channel's gone. And I'm flabbergasted. What happened? How come I'm signed out? Can't get in. My account's disabled. So I go ahead and I check my Gmail. It seems that one of the authors from urbanlegendsonline.com didn't quite appreciate me reading their story. For one reason or another, maybe they had some kind of contract where they weren't, this and only this person can narrate it. Again, these were things I weren't thinking of way back when I actually narrated these stories. Now, I do wish this guy maybe would have emailed me or said, hey, listen, can you take these down or something along those lines? But for one reason or another, he decided not to do that, and he just reported all 3 videos at the same time. Now, YouTube is governed by algorithms, so there's nobody sitting there saying, hey, this doesn't really seem quite fair. We should count that as 1 strike or whatever. So my account was just immediately disabled, deleted. I was absolutely devastated, probably for a good 24 hours. All my work was gone, all my videos, all my narrations, all the collaborations I've done for all the Locust Lakes, everything gone. I went through the 5 stages of grief. One of them was bargaining, trying to see if there was any way I could get any of my videos back so I could start another channel. I suffered a little bit of depression for about, a day or so. And I think that's something, I'm going to touch on that in a minute, that I would have lasted longer if it was not for everybody here, everybody on Twitter that's helped me out. Everybody on Facebook, everybody that's followed me. There really is more names that I'm going to be able to go ahead and count. But later on, I'm going to go ahead and do some shout outs to some people that have been just absolutely huge and bringing me back. And it has been not just heartwarming and whatever other word that I'm searching for, but it's been inspiring as well. So anyways, for a while, I guess it's like I said, probably about a day and a half, I was done. I quit. There was no way I could recover from this. I lost touch with everybody. Most of my followers, they don't know my email. They don't follow me on Twitter. They don't follow me on Facebook. Everybody that followed me was on YouTube, and YouTube was gone. So I ended up making a Twitter post and a Facebook post because there were a couple people asking me, "Hey, what happened to your channel?" So I told them, one of them being Spooky Boo, actually was one of the first people I contacted. And I told her, I said, my channel's been, I told everybody, my channel's been deleted. And, I gave as quick an explanation as I possibly could. But I was like, it looks like I'm done. And a couple of people, including Spooky Boo, said, "Well, you're not even going to fight it. You're not even going to, you're not even going to do anything." And, that reminded me, I have an obligation to the people that really followed me and enjoyed my work. And so I did. I decided, you know what, I'm going to get back into it, and maybe I'll be able to share some of my stories again. And I started thinking to myself, this could be a golden opportunity for me because I now I can monetize my channel. It's never been about monetization, and that's a really big thing for me, for you guys to understand, for everybody to really, really understand that monetization money from any of this is nothing that I've ever wanted. And I don't want your money. I want YouTube's money. YouTube has plenty of money. Google has plenty of money. There's no reason that I can't write original stories and have Google and YouTube pay me for them. Especially now that my channel's been deleted, since all those stories are gone, I'm sitting on about 160 original stories if you include mine and Doughboys. And Hillbilly Creeper and Mark Selby are also going to continue co-writing for the channel. So including all those previous stories, we're looking at about 200 original stories never featured on another channel to go ahead and upload. So I decided, hey, this could be a great thing. I went on Twitter. I contacted a few other narrators. I just made a real quick channel for myself, just something, hey, I'm going to put something out there so I can get a channel created, a channel link so I can pass it around and my old subs can at least sub to me, knowing that eventually I'm going to have some new content on this channel. And Black Eyed Blonde approached me and asked, hey, have you been introduced to the community? And I was like, what community? And I guess there's a Twitter group on YouTube that she introduced me to with like 50 narrators, and I'm big, small, and they're all fantastic. And everybody has, from that point on, been extremely helpful. There was an emergency shout out. Most people, I guess, in this group do a shout out on Monday to promote, one narrator that they select. And they all did an emergency shout out for me last Friday. And the result of that, and everybody that's been sharing all my information around, and all the videos that have gone up, Spooky Boo's stream or video that she put up, Swamp Dweller putting up intros to his videos, not even an update video, his normal videos that he knows his subscribers are going to watch. He puts in an intro and outro, going ahead and bumping my channel, and I think it's fantastic. It speaks absolute volumes. In the past week, with absolutely barely any content, I've thrown up, Fearweather Friend with no intro or outro, just the, rough story and one quick video shot in there that I shot real quick with my cell phone. And I re-put up Pen Pal. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of you did see that. Put a little bit more work in the video on that, but again, no intro, outro, just something for people to watch. And I've already garnered, over 700 subscribers in a week with basically no content. And that's not because my content is good. That's not why I got subscribers. I didn't get subscribers because, hey, this guy's got good content. This is my old subs' faithfulness and loyalty in knowing that I'm going to produce content, and them showing me that they really like my content. And this is a lot of new subscribers that are here now, showing faith that I'm going to be putting out good content. Will there be some re-uploads on my channel? Honestly, if there are, you're going to be able to count them on one hand. Obviously, Pen Pal was a re-narration. Fearweather Friend was a re-narration. And eventually, when we get to it, because I want to get to these stories in order, and I know some people here might not know of these stories, but the Locust Lakes, the Blackwoods, just a gosh darn summer camp. That story was an hour and 19 minutes long. It features like 7 or 8 different voice actors. Yeah, the narration quality on it, I believe it's from season 2, late season 2, mid season 2. So it's not quite there where all my other videos are. But that was such an epic project. I will be throwing that back up, but that will not be going up on a Saturday with an intro and an outro. I'm not featuring that as a brand new original story that's going to be tossed up on like a Wednesday or something like that. Yes, Locust Lake will return Swamp Dweller, absolutely. But I do want to make sure that you guys are cool with that, and you guys know that that's going to be coming. That one story especially is going to end up being just a re-upload. So if the quality's not there, like, hey, what's this? This isn't all that. It doesn't fit the quality of the rest of the videos. That's why. It's just so much heart and love went into that video. I'm just going to be tossing that one back up, but every other video, every other Locust Lake, every original story I've ever written and put up on the channel will be getting a brand new narration. Tomorrow's story, the reason I hate Easter, subscribers of my old channel will know that I put that up in season 1 and then I rebooted it, I believe, in season 3. So that story has been up before, but it is going up again tomorrow, but it is a brand new narration. It's a brand new video. It's all new. Everything's all reworked. So I'm not just going to be just tossing up old videos. Stories from my original channel, absolutely, because you're not going to get them anyplace else now but here. But it'll be all new everything. So anyway, that's basically the rundown of what happened. So where we're at, what's going on now. I do realize that there is going to be a lack of content on this channel. I am kind of gun shy. I know a lot of people say, well, if you read off the wiki or CC by SA or whatever it is, Creative Commons and stuff, you can read those stories and monetize them. And I don't want to take the risk. I honestly want to keep this channel just original narrations, and that's it. Which means that you're only going to see one video a week. Now, I know that only doesn't seem like very much, but again, subscribers from my previous channel will know that I also did Tuesday and Thursday tidbits. Some of them were 15 minutes long. Some of them were a minute and a half long. On average, they were about 5 minutes long, and they were never the heart and soul of my channel. I always got like half the views on those that I would on my Saturday videos. The Saturday videos with the intro, the outro, the sound effects, they were almost a good half an hour long most of the time. Sometimes more, closer to an hour. Those are the ones that really seem to garner the most interest. So that's exactly what's coming back. And to replace that content, I'm also going to be doing a once a month live stream. This, yes, is the month we'll be doing a live stream. This one doesn't really quite count. What I'm planning on doing for the live stream, because obviously not everyone's going to end up being a Q&A, I'm planning on doing a live reading of one of my original stories. Say, what's a good one? Torn Apart, I guess, even though it's different voice actors, or Be My Valentine, one of those. Do keep in mind that when I do read these stories, I do edit my videos. On average, for a 30-minute story, I screw up about 30 times. So you're going to hear me screw up about every 60 seconds on average. And so before I go ahead and I commit to this, I want to make sure everybody here is cool with that. So if I do miss your comment in that it's cool or it's not cool, make sure to go ahead and post it in the comments below this video, as well as I've never had much success in trying to save the chat. So if there's something critical that needs to be addressed like that, make sure you comment that below. But I am planning on doing a once a month live stream. That's what I'm planning on doing. So that will also bring another original story back to my channel and help get my stories back up there faster. Now, also, some of you might be thinking, well, the original stories, is that all it's going to be is stories from your old channel? No, this is something I've thought long and hard about, and this is something I kind of want your guys' feedback on. So, again, make sure to post that comment. Keep this stuff in mind. Need to know from you. And again, if you guys want to throw it in the chat while I'm talking, I'll try and glance over here while I'm shooting my mouth off and just rambling on. But I was planning on doing 3 stories from my old channel, which, old subscribers might not quite consider original stories. They will be brand new narrations. And then one new story that nobody's, never heard before. It's brand new, just been written every single month. So that'll be 3 old stories and 1 new story. And among the 3 old stories will be 1 Locust Lake. So that'll be 1 Locust Lake every month, 2 older stories from my original channel, and 1 brand new story. The other way I could do this is 2 brand new stories every month and 2 old stories, 1 Locust Lake, until the Locust Lakes are caught up. And keep in mind, there's like 24 of them. So even that's going to take about 2 years. So again, whichever way you guys want to do it, but I would like to do it the first way, where it's the 3 older stories from my original channel, a live reading of an older story from my original channel, and 1 brand new story, because it'll help me get my old content back up sooner. Like I said, got over 160 to 200 videos, stories to read. So that's going to take some time. So anyway, that's where we're at. The once a month live stream, hopefully a live reading of a brand new story, and you guys being cool with me screwing up constantly. So where we're going, anything new? Basically, I'd like to get caught back up. New stories, of course, as a writer, story ideas never run out. So new content is certainly going to be coming to the channel nonstop. I want everybody to also encourage to like me on Facebook or Twitter. I have it right on the channel page, right on the banner. Like me on Facebook as Sabian Lockhart, and like me on Twitter as Sociopathic Pasta. Consider this to be basically an insurance policy that if YouTube ever does this again, there's a way for you to go ahead and get a hold of me, and I can tell you what's going on. Currently, Doughboy, who is now going to be working with me on this channel a lot more than my original channel, he's building a website that's going to feature all of our stories written out, so you guys can go there and just read them for yourself if you don't want to listen to a narration. And hopefully, we're working on being able to upload videos directly to that site. So even if YouTube shuts me down, it'll be screw you, YouTube. I have a website with all my videos right there anyway. So hopefully you guys will just go ahead and just kind of follow over there, and you can even just watch my weekly content from that website, and I'll be certain to go ahead and tell you when that's live. And another thing that might be coming is maybe possibly haunted location videos, as I know there's a lack of content on the channel. And there are some haunted locations out by me. There's a lot more out by Doughboy, where he lives near Washington State. So that's something that we've been toying with too. That's not a guarantee, but that's an idea that we're kicking around. So I guess I've jabbered on now for 17, going on 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take some questions, look at some comments, and who knows? I'm sure I'll be spurred back into a tangent here pretty quickly, but go ahead and throw me some feedback. All right. So everybody seems like they're cool with me going ahead and putting up the 3 stories from my old channel a month, and then the 1 new story. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm glad that you're kind of with me on that idea. But again, remember, I'm always willing to bend. Let's see. What did Chris say? Chris apparently had a good question. I didn't see it. What'd you say, Chris? Can you go ahead and retype that, please? Do you have a set list of writers that co-write with you? Are you open to other writers? I'm always open to new writers, MD. The thing is I have already agreed to go ahead and split the monetization of this channel with Doughboy, so I'm already down to a 50-50 cut. Right now, I can't afford to pay anybody else. Maybe if the channel blows up, 100,000 subs, something like that, and I start making in some real good money, I'd be more than happy to help co-writers. Right now, Doughboy is the only one I'm able to split it with. Mark Selby and Hillbilly Creeper are doing it for free and have sent me something in writing saying that it's okay for me to go ahead and read their stories. Basically, that's it. If you're cool with just going ahead and not getting a kickback for it, a shout out, a link over to where you are, everything, there. The only thing is the stipulation has to be original. Can't have sent it into another narrator and had them narrate it, and can't be posted anywhere online where someone can read it. That's kind of the hook for the Saturday videos. But as long as it meets those qualifications, well, I'd be more than happy to read it on my channel. Absolutely, shout you out. Put a plug to your channel. Might help give you some advertisement, whatever it is. So for sure. Any tips for writing horror stories? Chandler, honestly, my tips for writing horror stories are building good characters. The trick of it is, if you build good characters, give them personalities, emotions, thought processes, and base them maybe off people that you might know. The story will go ahead and write itself. The only issue with that is the ending. Sometimes your characters will take the story in very unexpected directions, and the ending you are looking for might not be the ending you get. But that's a story that comes alive. So yeah, that would be my recommendation: is create really good characters. Obviously, outline, brainstorm, all that kind of stuff. But character development is huge. A podcast. I've thought about it, to tell you the truth. I'm not really tech savvy. Like I know how to use Microsoft Word. Write some of my stories on pen and paper. I'm a pretty old school guy. I guess podcast would be okay. Just would have to look into the functionality of it a little bit more. But yeah, that's something that I might do in the future. And hey, Hellbound, how you doing? It's absolutely fine, man. Like I said, this could be a really golden opportunity. Um, Again, I guess that's something that I kind of forgot to get into. When I was doing my old channel, it wasn't getting, any monetization for it. And, after 4.5 years, I've never missed an upload. Anybody who's watched my channel knows that, Saturday videos came every single Saturday for 4.5 years, never skipped a beat. It was getting kind of exhausting. It's not that I didn't want to do it anymore. It's just, I needed something back from it. Um, not not that, I'm sure maybe this is a really hard way to put it. I know it's going to come out wrong because it sounds like that what you guys are giving me, all the love and attention for my stories isn't quite enough. It is. It's more than enough. Um, but I don't know. I felt like if I was going to be identified as an actual writer, an author, I would like some kind of financial kickback to it too. But again, that means that if you noticed, I never started a Patreon page or anything like that. I don't want your guys' money. I want this to be able to take on a life of its own. And if it doesn't, that's fine. I just enjoy doing it. But I was getting a little bit tired. I didn't want to get out of it. And of course, there was no way to get out of it because I loved it too much. I had a lot of obligation to everybody that watched my channel, and even like again when my channel got deleted, you could see the sadness, read it in people's words, their texts, and the shout outs and everything, trying to get me subs and back out, really goes to show how much people really care. This is just a golden opportunity for me. Now I can monetize. I'm only going to feature original content. You guys aren't going to have to pay a dime. You're going to get exactly what you've always gotten. And I can finally get that financial recognition. So I can introduce myself to people as a paid author. So this again it can be a really golden opportunity. So it does suck that my old channel got deleted. But it might be a good thing in the long run. Maybe 3.5 years from now, 4 years from now, I look back, I have 20,000 subscribers again, and I'm monetized. It's not going to seem like a terrible thing at that point in time. It just seems like it now. And after this past week, it doesn't even seem like it because of everybody that's come over and shown, their compassion and everything else. I will say that if my old channel does get go back up, I'm not sure if it's gonna. I don't know if YouTube's gonna delete it or if they're making me wait the 3 to 6 months or whatever it is. If it might do get access back to Sociopathic Pasta somewhere down the line, I want everybody to know I will be deleting all the stories that can be monetizable. So all the stories that I read off the Creepypasta Wiki, my Disney stories, my Slender Man stories, all those are going to stay on that channel. I won't take them down. If it ever goes back up, you guys can go back over to that channel and watch all those old videos all you want. But I'll delete all the ones that are monetizable, and I will be rereading them on this channel. So if it does go back up, I don't want you to think it's going to get deleted or, hey, if it does, what are you going to do? Now you got 2 channels. I do already have a plan in mind. I told you I'd go off on a tangent. I will keep going. Here, Doughboy is a writer. Yes, Doughboy is my co-writer. So is Mark Selby and Hillbilly Creeper. I actually have 4 co-writers for the channel. Doughboy though has been with me from the very beginning, so that's why you'll see a lot more Doughboy stories on the channel. I have a lot more of them to read. Well, thank you very much, Swim Fan. Plenty of stories on the way. I will let you guys know, everybody that's here, the story for next week is The Stony Heart of the Black Woods. So if you guys, again, are looking forward to the Locust Lakes making a return, next week is the first installment, as you would say. I mean, it's not the beginning of the story, the origin story or anything like that, but the way we released it before, the way it was written, is really the way it's meant to be listened to. So we're going to start there. Yeah, I have 3 Disney creepypastas, Manny, that I wrote originally. The Legendary Years, Mickey's House of Pain, and The Unhappiest Place on Earth, which is the sequel to Mickey's House of Pain, which is actually a side story. I never revealed this to Slime Beasts Abandoned by Disney. I never actually asked him, the origin of the thing in the basement of the attraction and stuff like that, but kind of had my own ideas. And that's what I wrote about in those two stories. So I know you'll probably never be able to hear them again unless my old channel goes back up, because I won't be releasing them. But if you go back and you listen to them with that in mind, it might give you a few more hints as to what's going on. Unfortunately, Dale Johnson, no, we cannot look forward to more 1999. I do have every single 1999 story I've ever narrated downloaded. Um, Even the side stories, the original story with all the parts, the updates, everything. About a month before my channel was deleted, I was contacted by an individual on my email. And I'm sure a lot of you have noticed that Creeps McPasta and Mr. Creepypasta and a lot of people have been taking 1999 down. About 3 weeks before this happened, my DeviantArt page, where I posted all the text versions of these stories, was taken down for copyright issues. So I kind of had a feeling something was coming. I was contacted via email asking me to take the video down because this guy was the original writer of 1999, and his brother posted it, and it was a story those two were working together on, and he wanted me to take it down. Otherwise, he'd be forced to strike my channel. And I told him, okay, I took that one down. And then he wanted me to take down all the stories that I wrote, all the side stories. And at first I obliged because I was nervous. And then I put them back up. I said, screw you. I wrote these myself. And you haven't supplied me with any proof that you wrote the original 1999. You're just threatening me. And he left me alone. And then a month later, a completely different person about 3 other stories reported my channel. So you can call that coincidence or not. I don't know. But either way, the 1999s are bad juju right now. They're being struck and copywritten. So there's no way that I can put them back up on this channel, unfortunately. Face reveal. Yeah, that's probably never going to happen. That actually might be the scariest thing you guys ever saw on this channel. All right. So, I also just, while I'm thinking of it too, because I know I'll end up forgetting. And let me go ahead and get it ready. I have a small list, and I do say, I mean, when I say small, I mean small. This is, this is not by any means all inclusive. Of people that have been helping me. I want to give a really, really, really big shout out to Spooky Boo. If you don't know Spooky Boo, she's here in the chat right now. Click on her name, go to her channel, subscribe. She's absolutely fantastic. And she has the biggest heart that I've basically come across in very recent times. She's phenomenal. When she heard about what happened to my old channel, the minute I made this, basically at the time was just a dummy channel, she went on her channel, and I think it was streamed, and apparently was late because she was tired and she hadn't eaten yet. And she was telling all her subs about what happened and come over to me, and she's actually responsible for my first 47 subscribers to this channel, one of them being Tiffany Benefield. I don't know if I said that correctly. But she's also been running around telling like Paul Kate. Paul Kate has been with my original channel since the very first 1999 went up in 2014. So if it wasn't for Spooky Boo telling people like Tiffany, telling other people where I am, you guys wouldn't be here. I also want to thank Swamp Dweller. Dude, if I could send a case of beer through the internet, it'd be awesome. That's what I'd be doing right now. Can't thank you enough. The man has over 100,000 subscribers. If that doesn't speak for itself, then you're doing yourself a serious injustice by not going over and subscribing right now. He's a phenomenal narrator. The guy's a master of horror, and again, he's got a heart of gold. As soon as he found out what happened, he adjusted his intros and his outros to go ahead and shout out my channel and help me get my recognition back, my notoriety, which is what I thought I lost with my subscribers. I thought when I lost my subs, I lost my notoriety. And that's what everybody here has basically been showing. That is just not the case. Thank you so much to Swamp Dweller. Really, man, can't thank you enough. Grimtail Brothers, huge thanks to them. They've been sharing the shit out of my videos, putting me in touch with other narrators, giving me ideas, and basically just being an overall huge help. Huge shout out to them. If you don't know Grimtail Brothers, make sure you go ahead and check them out. All one word, Grimtail Brothers. Actually, I'm sorry. I think it's Grimtail, one word, and then Brothers. But what they're big enough. If you type in Grimtail Brothers into YouTube, their channel will pop up. Go check them out for sure, please. Gothic Rose, thank you for everything. Again, just been sharing my stuff all over the freaking place like it's going out of style. Without these people that I'm mentioning here, again, would not be where I am, wouldn't be having this live stream, wouldn't be fluctuating, with, up to 29, 30 people watching, whatever it's been, wouldn't have you guys here behind my back. So, just huge thanks to you, Gothic. Dark Resonant, is he somebody I've heard of him beforehand, but I've only been really introduced to him and gotten to know him, and talked to him, spoke to him recently. He's a phenomenal narrator. If you don't know Dark Resonant, he was formerly Dark Knight Pasta, just recently became Dark Resonant. Fantastic narrator. Does not have enough subscribers. Gothic Rose as well. Really none of these people have enough subscribers. They're all phenomenal. Going to be shouting them from the rooftops for a very long time. So I hope you guys are prepared. Black Eyed Blonde, thank you for introducing me to the group. I don't know if you're here tonight or not. I don't know if you're going to hear this or not. But again, huge thank you for introducing me to the community that decided to do an emergency shout out and get me all these subscribers. Thank you very much. Hug to you. Being Scared, thanks again. Sharing my stuff around, big part of that community. Again, these guys, they're awesome. They're all authors or narrators or both. These guys I'm mentioning all right now are narrators, but some of them are authors as well. You want original content, go check these guys out. Fantastic. Mr. X Dreams, I'm sure a lot of you guys know who Mr. X Dreams is. Again, been sharing me all over the place, shouting me out, telling all his fans, been getting all kinds of stuff saying, hey, been sent by Mr. X Dreams. Huge shout out to you, dude. You don't know him. He's got a wicked smooth voice. I seriously suggest you go ahead and you check him out. Like, as soon as the stream's over, do it. Slumber Reads, man, just got introduced to you. That's the truth. Guy's got 40,000 subscribers plus, and he's a great guy. Really funny, great personality, puts up a ton of great content, and just all around helpful, awesome person. And fantastic narrator. Please go check out his channel and subscribe. Celestial Nor, dude, thumbs up. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything you helped me with in the past. All the Locust Lakes. Thank you for everything you've done presently in sharing my content and sharing my channel links and getting people to check me out again. Can't thank you enough. You don't know Celestial. Again, please go over and check him out and subscribe right now. Yes, Gothic Slumber is very incredible. King Spook Creepy. King Spook is awesome. I don't know how many of you know King Spook. I don't know how many of you like King Spook. And if you don't like King Spook, I really don't understand why. The guy's got the best voice for narrating like ever. Like if I had that voice, like I'd be solid. Like King Spook's just awesome. He's a great guy. He's really down to earth. I talk to him pretty frequently on Facebook. He's great. Guy's got like 212 plus subscribers. Again, that doesn't speak for itself. Please go check him out. Spook is awesome. Spook's the man. Tales to Chill to the Bone. You're great. Again, sharing my things all over the place, retweeting, reposting, telling your fans to check me out. And again, great freaking content and not enough subscribers. Definitely go check out Tales to Chill to the Bone. As soon as the stream's over, go sub. He freaking deserves it. Mandy Mortem, thank you so much for everything, especially today. I let you know that streams make me extremely nervous. You can't edit a stream. There's always a chance for a screw up, and just thanks for being there. Thanks for talking to me. Thanks for everything. And if you don't know Mandy Mortem, again, fantastic person, fantastic YouTuber. Please go check out her channel and subscribe. Also want to give a shout out to Vincent Cava. for working with me in the past, being a really down-to-earth author, being a huge inspiration, and also retweeting that my channel was disabled and getting people to come over. Mark Selby, thanks a ton for sticking with me. CJ, not sure if you're here right now, also an author. She's fantastic. She sent me a book to go ahead and check out. Hopefully I'm going to be narrating some of that too. That'll be some of that original content. I'm thinking that you guys haven't heard before. So thank you very much for everything. I'm sure there's a ton of people that I have left out. Laura, I'm so happy to see you here and in the chat at my channel. It's always great to see a face from my old channel. Every single subscriber that I recognize, and again, if you guys know me, you know I know you. You know, if you comment, I comment back. It's one of the things I'm noted for. I love reading comments. I love replying to comments. I really, really like getting to know you guys, because above all else, I'm a horror fan. I'm one of you. So it's not that I'm like, anything else separate from you. I am one of you. I do this for your entertainment because it's something that I know I would enjoy. So yeah, just fantastic fantastic stuff on the way. Super glad to have you that a lot of old faces are here, and the new subscribers, really, really stoked to start showing new subscribers what I can do. A lot of my old subscribers know exactly what I'm talking about. Every time I get a comment, what's the Locust Lake series? Like, I just get this evil laugh welling up inside of me. Like, I got such sights to show you. I can't wait to start really kicking off the content and really get a few months into it and have quite a few videos up and really be able to show people what it is exactly that I do, because it is a horror narration channel. It is original horror stories, but there is especially I feel with the LW Sutton stories, there is a certain style that I don't know what it is, but just does seem to be for better or for worse uniquely me. So yeah, definitely a lot of good stuff on the way. Gonna try and hang out for like another 20 minutes. I wanted to keep the stream going for an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and read some more comments. And yeah, Kitty Carol, yep, me too. Love Spooky Boo's voice. Mr. Extremes, awesome thing. Yep, love King Spook, me too, absolutely. Wait a minute, that's Fila. You made that tweet today about my pen pal video. Fila Noctis, I think I said that correctly, about how much you liked that story. I'm not sure if you'd listened to it before. I think you said that you hadn't, or maybe didn't even mention it. I'm super happy you checked out Pen Pal. If you guys have already listened to Pen Pal, but not my version, I'm not saying this because, oh, it's mine and I like it the best. It is mine, and I do like my version the best, but it's not, I don't like it the best because it's mine. I absolutely love that story. It is one of my favorite creepypastas. I consider it to be a rite of passage for a creepypasta narrator. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just something that I always considered it to be. I wanted to make sure I put a ton of effort into that video. The narration I made sure was absolutely flawless, and I never used the same audio track once. And for a just about 3-hour video, that was a pretty big feat to not use the same audio track, more than once. So if you've already checked out Pen Pal before, I still highly recommend you go over and you just check out my version. I seriously think you're going to enjoy it. There's a lot of emotion put into it, especially towards the end. Yeah, okay, and I guess we'll move on. I don't want to keep rambling. Thank you, Tiffany. I know a lot of people like the Locust Lake stories. I'm a huge fan of them. They actually hold a very special place in my heart. A lot of people know that I go camping at Locust Lake every year because it is a real place. This is where Doughboy and I got the inspiration for these stories, is from a real place with a real couple real urban legends. Just like the story that's coming out the week after the Stony Heart of the Blackwoods, the Devil's Punch Bowl, which also takes place in Susquehanna County, is also about a real location with a couple real urban legends about it that we used to go party at all the time. So it was fun to write that story, and it's even more fun to get it out there and share it with everybody as a creepypasta story, or, well, now a horror story, which is also something I guess I should address as well. I'm sure a lot of people have noticed that pasta is no longer in my name, except for on Twitter, and I only left it that way on Twitter, Sociopathic Pasta on Twitter, basically just so fans of my old channel had at least some way to find me. But beyond that, I am losing the pasta part. I do feel that creepypasta gets a negative stigma now more than positive. So I want to be a horror narration channel, an original horror narration channel. So I'm moving away from the pasta, and technically, quote unquote, I am no longer sociopathic pasta. I am just sociopathic. So sociopathic is still SP. The initials still work, and yeah, but if someone calls me sociopathic pasta, I will still answer to that name. I'm not going to be offended. But basically, I'm just trying to move away, I guess, from that stigma and just into a horror genre as a whole. Um, have I read any stories off fanfiction.net? Nope. And I will not be. I will not be reading any stories off of any internet website. Any videos I use, any music I use, any pictures I use are all going to be from royalty-free stock footage places. Noted as such from YouTube, able to go ahead and download, re-upload to my own channel for my own uses. Or unsplash.com is a great place to find royalty-free images, by the way. So I've been using a lot of that as well. Oh, thank you very much, Scrapyard. I tried really hard with that one. It literally took me a week. It was like felt like God. I read I read one story, one part every single day and whipped it up into a video. It's 6 parts, so it took me 6 days to get it all together. And on the 7th day, I uploaded it into one video and published it on YouTube. So it was that, I don't know if you could call that 7th day rest, but it was a change from the previous 6 days. Um, Cleaving Thought from Bone does work. I do know that Cleaving Thought from Bone, Spooky Boo, is quite the name. CTFB doesn't really quite roll off the tongue. Rolls off the tongue more than Cleaving Thought from Bone. That's why SP, Sociopathic, even Sociopathic Pasta, LW Sutton, Sabian Lockhart, Aishelin Gainsborough, which is Sabian Lockhart's alias. Yeah, any of those will work. I also do want to put this out there too, that technically when you do a YouTube channel and you're deleted, you're not allowed to create another one. This is technically not my channel. It is my friend's channel who is allowing me to use it to go ahead and upload content on his behalf. So thank you very much to that guy. And I can explain that comment in a private message, but just putting that out there officially on the record. Yeah, Fuzzums McFuzzface, Spooky Boo, help me find your new channel. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, Spooky. This is why I've been praising you from the rooftops. You've really been a huge part of this, and can't thank you enough. Can't thank you enough. Gonna be again, I got to redo all the Locust Lake stories. Which again, if you guys know that, they feature a lot of different voice actors with a lot of different lines. Each story does. You're talking 6 to 7 voice actors per story. So heads up, Spooky, heads up, Swamp Dweller, heads up, every other narrator in here. There's a good chance that I'm going to be calling upon you at some point in time to play a role in the Locust Lake stories as one of the fodder to be slaughtered off somewhere throughout the story, as with a slasher movie. So if you're not acquainted with the Locust Lake stories, that's pretty much what to expect. You're going to be playing a character that gets killed off brutally. So cool beans. Expect that to be on the way. Apparently, MD so offended his offense offends himself, and that's pretty funny. I don't think I've ever offended myself. Well, no, that's not true. Something I won't be putting up right away, and when I do, I won't be monetizing it because I don't think it'll be allowed. That's one thing. Yes, I will agree. I did offend myself. It was so offensive, it offended me, and I wrote it. Was that story? Dead girls shouldn't have sex. I'm not sure how many of you remember that story. Remember listening to it. I know the main comment was, "Oh my God, that was absolutely disgusting. Thank you so much. That was awesome." And again, that's all one comment. "Oh my God, that was terrible. I loved it." So that was the general consensus. That one eventually will go back up on this channel. That is an original story. Won't monetize it because obviously it's pretty graphic. But I'm not putting that up right away. I don't want to scare the new subs off. We gotta we gotta get into the water slowly. Toes first, everybody. Toes first. 13 days of Halloween. Man, Dale, am I glad you asked that question because I would have totally forgot to address that. No, unfortunately, I will not be doing a 13 days of Halloween because I just won't have 13 original stories to do in a row, and I'm not going to be able to put up 13 really long uploads in a row. I will have the Halloween special on Halloween night, and October will probably feature all Halloween related stories, originally written stories on the channel. But unfortunately, no, there won't be another 13 days of Halloween because I'm not going to be reading other people's stories on the channel. So I feel very bad about that, and I'm very sad to bring that news. But again, there might also be a Halloween live stream now as well. So there are good things to be looking forward to. So apologize, but also hope you're excited as well. Lawrence Horner had to do a Google search to find out what happened, and it led me to my Twitter feed. Good, and that's exactly why I left my Twitter name Sociopathic Pasta. So that there you go, Lawrence. That's exactly why I did it, and that's exactly how you found me. That's fantastic, and I'm super glad you went through all that effort to find me. I know a lot of people out there aren't going to do that, so that really speaks volumes of how dedicated you were to my channel, and really shows me, what my writing's worth, what my narrating's worth. So thank you so much. Yeah, Fuzzums. Sorry. I know that story was pretty bad. Yeah, Spooky Boo, the story was pretty bad. It's great. It's a great story. It had a great ending. It was had a purpose to it. It wasn't just this is gonna be gross for shock value. It was absolutely disgusting. But it had a pretty good ending. Don't want to give it away because eventually that will be coming back to my channel. Um Oh yeah, that one gets adult marked right away. In fact, when I first uploaded it, it came with two warnings, one right after another. One was a narrative warning, warning people, under 18, use strong discretion when watching this video, and then a narrated intro before the intro saying, watch with discretion, may contain blah blah blah. So yeah, that one's gonna have neon warnings all over it. Yes, Tiffany, and that's, I guess, the twistedness of me. Like, you always say, twisted minds think alike. I think that's kind of where that I talk about my writing having that certain style to it. I think that's kind of where it comes from. Not afraid to go there. Yeah, I won't be re-uploading my videos, Bulbasaur. Um, I'm going to be re-narrating every one of them. There will be a new video up every Saturday. Just gonna do a quick rerun down, rehash down, real quick for Bulbasaur. 3 videos a month on Saturdays will be old stories from my channel. One of those will be a Locust Lake, and then there will be one new story every month to fill up those 4 Saturdays. Obviously, sometimes 5 for some months, and then a live stream with an original story every month as well. So all my older stories will be making their way back to this channel with a new narration, new video, new audio, new everything, and still one new story every single month as well. Yeah, I know Unit 522. Man's awesome. Again, I don't think he's quite gotten word. I really haven't seen his name around Twitter and stuff too much. Maybe he's been absent, or again, and not everybody knows. Hey, cleaving thought from bone is sociopathic pasta. But yeah, I know Unit 22. The guy's great. I love him. Yeah, the Christmas series, unfortunately, you'll still be getting. If you notice, I never did like a 12 days of Christmas or anything like that. I just uploaded nothing but Christmas videos. Now you'll see that the December videos again will most likely be winter or Christmas themed. But there will only be 4 of them. And yes, I will also probably upload a Christmas special on top of that. So October and December will probably get one extra upload in those months. So yes, Krampus Claus will be making a return. Yeah, Halloween live stream I think is the only way to go, especially with me taking away the content from the channel, of the tidbits. And again, they weren't the bread and butter. I know the 3-minute long videos never really got anybody super excited for. Um, but still, and that's a part of my channel that's not going to be there anymore. So I feel like I'm going to take something away. I'm going to give something back. So, and if there's going to be a live stream once a month, heck yeah. Hey, Hardcore Academy, aka Doughboy 420. Everybody throw your hands up for Doughboy 420, man. Hardcore Academy, Doughboy 420, fantastic guy, co-writer for my channel. has been again sharing the hell out of me, trying to get this thing kicked back off the ground and helping me to bring a lot of those stories back to you, including those Locust Lakes. So round of applause, man, for Doughboy. If you don't know Hardcore Academy, please go check out his channel. He posts a lot of horror and video game related content, reviews, funny reviews, all kinds of different stuff. But that's basically what you're looking at is horror, video games, maybe some music mixed in with that. Hardcore Academy. Go check him out and go subscribe. Doughboy definitely deserves your love. He's awesome. The link for my audiobook. Technically, if you go to my channel page and click on the premiere thumbnail for The Reason I Hate Easter, it'll bring you to the page and say premiering in 22 hours and stuff like that. If you go to the description and click show more, all the links for my books are in there. I actually have the prices also tagged right there too, so you don't got to go and check the page and stuff like that. Thank you everybody for that huge round of applause for Doughboy. Please go check him out and subscribe. The man is fantastic. But yeah, the links are already there. They will be featured at the end of every one of my videos. So you guys, if you are interested in checking out either one of my books, my collection of short stories written by me, at the end of my Saturday videos, just scroll down to the description. Check out whichever one you're interested in and just click the link and just go take a look if you want. And by the way, Doughboy 420, speaking of which, happy holidays tomorrow, everybody. Yeah, MD, The Legend of Krampus, so do I. I will say that the highest watched video on my channel was the original Krampus Claus I threw up, which was getting really close to 60,000 views before my channel got deleted. Loved that story. I still feel it's probably one of the best stories I've ever written. And I think it's better than the movie that came out a year later. Just wanted to throw that out. The Krampus movie came out a year after I wrote Krampus Claus. So yeah, just putting that out there. Oh yes, happy Easter, everybody! Happy Easter, and some people don't like Easter. Make sure you guys check out the premiere tomorrow. The Reason I Hate Easter is premiering at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time instead of 9 o'clock like tonight's live stream. It'll be premiering at 8. If you click the notification for it, the reminder, it should give you a reminder a half an hour before the video starts. The chat will be live just like it is here, and I will be attending the premiere as well. So we can all watch the first initial official video for my channel together, and I can get some live feedback from you. And it honestly, for 420, it just sounds like it's going to be a heck of a good time. So make sure you please go ahead, go to the channel page, click on the link for The Reason I Hate Easter, and set that reminder, man. It's going to be a blast tomorrow. MD, I will guarantee you that this Christmas, Krampus Claus will be making a return. Not going to re-release it right now, but yes, that story will be coming again this year, which will be the 4th time I've read it, and I love it every time. So it's honestly, it's pretty awesome to go ahead and have a reason to read Krampus Claus again. Friday the 13th NES. Again, just like the 1999s, the Slendermans. I can't take the risk of copyright. All it takes is Nintendo or the Friday the 13th people to see that video's up, and they go ahead and strike it, and this channel gets taken down. There are certain stories, I will tell you guys this, that I will be throwing up eventually, not on this channel. If I get Sociopathic Pasta back, I'll leave them up on there. If I don't, I will eventually make another dummy channel, just to go ahead and re-upload those for you. Probably all my 1999 videos, my Slenderman stories, as I reread them maybe. I still have Mickey's House of Pain. I have that downloaded, so that can be re-uploaded to that channel. I have all 6 Friday the 13th NES stories, so those will get re-uploaded. So I don't know, maybe give me a month or two, and then I'll go ahead, I'll make that dummy channel, and I'll just upload all that stuff to that channel. And you guys, if you DM me or whatever it's called on Twitter or Facebook, I'll send you a link to that channel. I'm not going to advertise it here because I don't want this channel associated with it, because I'm really nervous. And but I really can't wait for that website to go up with the videos that Doughboy's creating, where we're able to go ahead and upload the videos directly to it. Because you guys will always have a place to go ahead and find me. You won't even need YouTube anymore. This place will basically just be to advertise the website. Obviously the stories will still go up on here. But be the idea is that you'd be here and also check out the website too, and that way you know where it is in case something ever happened. Nature's temper. Not sure exactly what you mean by that, Manny. Never heard of it except for El Nino and stuff like that. But I don't know if I have a bomb shelter or something. I guess I'm cool with it. Wow. Yeah, Doughboy. That's my point. Especially right now with Friday the 13th being in legal limbo. This is not the time to post anything Friday the 13th. And we all know how Nintendo is, man. Anything Nintendo related. So Friday the 13th NES, boy, is that iffy to throw up. But that will go up on a separate unassociated channel. I will be giving those stories basically to a quote unquote friend for him to go ahead and upload at his leisure. I don't want to re-narrate them because of that reason. They're just yeah, the copyright issues. But they'll go up someplace else for sure. I have honestly Inglesby sorry, Ingleside Boy. So Inglesby. It's been a long day. Yeah, I've thought about it, but the truth is I barely have time to write and narrate and produce videos to get them up on the channel, and now I've got to promote too. So as far as like doing like live action movies, I've actually always wanted to do live action pastas or live action stories. Like do the narration and have it be like a silent movie where the video is turned all the way down, but it's actors in a setting and they're all acting out like it is a movie, but the narration's going over top of it. That's what I really want to do. Don't have the time, not nearly the time. If this channel ever broke, say, 100,000 subscribers, and I could maybe just make it off of YouTube, then yeah, then obviously if I start focusing on YouTube as my main job, this channel is going to be getting a lot of attention and a lot of improvements and a lot of really cool ideas that will take some investment and time. But that's something that, yeah, I'm not going to be doing right now, but who knows? Who knows what the future could bring for sure, as we've all been shown. Oh yes, we'll definitely be collaborating with Grimtail Brothers. Going to be collaborating with a lot of people. A lot of Locust Lake stories coming up. Also want to shout out Dr. Creepin too. I can't believe I forgot to leave him out. Guy's been awesome. He also agreed to redo Delway's Meat House Diner with me. So if you guys remember that story, you should be pretty stoked for that. I really like that one. And if you never heard it, you're in for a treat. Creepin's got a really great part in that story. His voice is perfect for it. Oh, no problem, Telltale. No problem at all. Hello, Antonio. How are you, man? Glad you were able to find me as well. Again, a sub for my other channel. Um, so another old face. I'm super stoked to see. So thanks a ton for being here. Thanks a ton for finding me. I know it wasn't easy. And sorry about the runaround. Yeah, I'm happy you didn't miss it either, man. I would have missed you for sure. Yeah, Creepin is a legend. I love the guy, and he's awesome. He's not just a legend. He's a really good person with a really big heart. So definitely encourage you, if you don't know Dr. Creepin, go check him out for sure. And you're gonna love his voice. It's awesome. Yeah, exactly. See, Spooky Boo just said it perfect. Creepin's voice is perfect. He's got like that Creole Southern drawl. I can't really quite explain it. He's got a great voice for narrating. Thank you very much, LJ. I'm trying, man. I got a lot of good stuff on the way. Like I said, everything's getting a brand new narration. So definitely be putting up some good content. Hopefully considered to be great content. Every narration I'm putting up, the idea is that I'm going for the definitive version of that story. Thank you very much, 13 past midnight. Glad to see you're here, and glad to see that everybody's found me. Tiffany, can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. And everybody else has been passing the word along. Paul, Laura, um, Sexy Grandma, what's up? Absolutely. I do not know Nature's Temper, unfortunately. Like I said, aside from El Nino. Les Jones. That's who LJ is. That makes sense. This guy, Les Jones, LJ, is his favorite scary story character is Casper Stoical. This guy was he's so into the Locust Lakes that he went as Casper for Halloween. He took the pictures and showed it to me. Um, I just want to say that's a really awesome thing. We never actually had a Casper Stoical costume. This is a character from a story that is expressed with words. Um, I don't know if it's because it was really well written or if he's a really good listener, or if it's a combination of both. But the costume he made for Casper was basically spot on for what Doughboy and I have envisioned for the character. Um, Huge fan of the Locust Lakes. Definitely wanted to toss a shout out to him. The guy is awesome. Thank you very much, Les. And like I said, don't know if you heard it, but Stony Heart of and I know I told you on Facebook, but just reminding you, Stony Heart of the Black Woods is coming next Saturday, not tomorrow. So all right, it's about 10 o'clock. You guys have all been fantastic, and I'm just gonna let everything roll because I know there's a 30-second delay, so I'll probably stop and answer a couple more comments, and then I'll probably go ahead and end this broadcast. Yeah, Dark Resonant, aka Dark Knight Pasta. He's how MD Who Entertainment refound my channel. So again, huge shout out to him. Just again, anybody that's in this channel, in this chat, check them out. If they have a YouTube channel and they're a narrator, subscribe. They're here for a reason. They're here to support me. They're here because they are awesome people and they love the same things that I love, which is horror and bringing entertainment to you. So yes, Paul Kate, I am also looking forward to tomorrow. I have never premiered a video before, so this will be my very first time attending the premiere of one of my stories with you guys. So yeah, pretty stoked. Gonna put it on the 50-inch flat screen and the surround sound, and it's gonna be a really good time. I can't wait. It's gonna be a ton of fun. And all right. So with that, I think I will go ahead and I will end this stream. If you guys have any questions for me at all, post them in the comments. You know, I love to answer comments. I love to read them. I love to answer them. If you just want to stop and say hi, if you watch tomorrow's video, leave me feedback. Please comment on the channel, like, subscribe, share with your friends. That is going to be my new slogan because I think I can now. Everybody else asks for subs, so my guess I might as well too. But yeah, make sure you check it out tomorrow. It's going to be a ton of fun. And thanks everybody for tuning into the stream. Thank you everybody that's helped out. Thank you, Tales to Chill. I would not have been able to come back strong if it was not for you and the people like you. And like everybody I mentioned, Kim V is another person that tweeted the crap out of all my stuff. I'm super glad to see you here. Again, it's just and this is just it's great to see that just about every single person in this chat I recognize from social media, talking to you, chatting with you, sharing instant messages. I truly am a fan, just like you guys. Love you all very much. Love the fact that you stopped in tonight and cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night and we'll stream again next time. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good one. Bye bye.